of holly. Fa la 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 la. And 'tis a season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la. Deck the halls with boughs of holly. Fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel. Fa la 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la.
Hello guys, and welcome back to our channel. I'm so happy that you are here, and I'm excited to be doing a little vlog today. This is the first time since, I guess, being pregnant that I've been able to do this and been able to film. So I feel very thankful to be back. And I also just wanted to say thank you for all of the kind comments and messages on our last video where, yeah, you saw us finding out that we are pregnant for the first time. We are so very excited. And yeah, kind of took a little break from YouTube after that because the first trimester for me was not the easiest. I have a whole video which will probably come next, just talking about the first trimester, what I went through, how I kind of handled it. So that will probably be up next. But for today, I thought I would take you along with us throughout our day. We don't have too much planned, but pretty soon Chris and I are gonna head into the city to get some last minute Christmas shopping done and maybe pop into H&M and check out some maternity clothes. Pretty much none of my pants fit anymore. I pretty much have to wear leggings every day, which is okay, they're comfy, but it would be nice to have at least one pair of pants, actual real pants that fit me. So yeah, we're gonna do that, and I have a couple other things on my to-do list for today. Christmas is in just a few days. I think, what is today? Today's Saturday, and Christmas Eve is on Thursday, which is when we celebrate Christmas here in Europe. So yeah, it's coming up really, really fast. So I have some last minute Christmas gifts to get and some wrapping to do. But I am very excited for Christmas. As you can see, our house is all decked out in Christmas decorations. We have our tree, and so everything feels super cozy here. Anyways, let's go into the city.
Falls outside, you can hold me tight. When it's cold through the night, we'll stay warm inside.
Okay, Chris and I are having a dispute right now. I grew up thinking that the stoplight was red, yellow, green. But what do you think it is?
Here we call it red, orange, and green.
So, weigh in. Is it yellow or is it orange? My guess is that all the like North Americans will say it's yellow and Europeans will say it is orange.
Look at it's the same color as a blinker of a car, and you would never say the blinker of a car is yellow. It's orange.
It's yellow.
The blinker of a car?
It's yellow.
No!
Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. Also, fun fact here in Switzerland, actually no, in all of Europe, is that there is a yellow or orange light before the green light, which we don't have in North America. It's just
you know why it is?
Why is that?
Because technically you need to turn off your car when it's red. And so when it turns from red to yellow or orange, that's when you start your car, and then it's green, then you drive.
Makes sense.
Say we're with the ones we love on Christmas Day. Laughter floats through the air.
So we made it home from the city. It was super busy. I mean, that's kind of to be expected since it is the Saturday before Christmas. So everyone was out trying to get their last minute Christmas shopping done. So it was a little bit hectic, but it was nice to be in the city. They always decorate it so pretty with all the Christmas lights, and there's like a mini Christmas market right in the middle of the city, which is always really fun to walk through, look at the different things. And yeah, now we are back home, and I think I'm going to make a batch of bagels, homemade bagels, which has been my go-to since being pregnant. That has been my biggest craving. And it's funny because here in Switzerland, you can't really find, or at least I haven't found, good bagels in the grocery store. And so because of that, I decided I'll just make my own. And they actually are so good. They're not super hard. I think this is like maybe the 4th time I'm going to be making them, and they turn out wonderful every single time. So I will definitely link the recipe down below to the recipe that I use. So now I'm just working on kneading the dough. I was really intimidated to make bagels the first time. I thought it would be really difficult, but really if you've made any other kind of bread recipe, it follows the same basic steps. The only difference is that this dough is a bit firmer. It's less like fluffy and squishy like regular dough would be. The other thing that you do differently with bagels is that you actually boil them before you bake them. So once you've made them into little rounds, you boil them for just like 1 or 2 minutes on each side. And I don't know exactly what this does, but I think this is what gives it that chewy bagel-like consistency. I almost have the recipe memorized because I've made it quite a few times. It's becoming like my weekly tradition, and this recipe makes 8 bagels, so that usually lasts me about a week depending on how many I eat and how many Chris eats. But yeah, it has definitely fulfilled that pregnancy craving for like breakfast sandwich type of things. I'll make bagels with eggs and bacon, or just on its own with a little bit of cream cheese. Let me know in the comments down below if you've been pregnant, or if you are pregnant, what are your pregnancy cravings? Sorry, I'm like out of breath because I'm kneading the dough, but also just because pregnancy I think makes you a bit out of breath. So while that rises for the next hour or so, I think I'm going to work on wrapping some presents, just so that's all done and out of the way. But before I sit down to do that, I'm going to make myself a cup of tea. My sister-in-law actually got me a tea advent calendar. Can you see that? And every single day there's a new kind of tea. So let's see, it's so cute. It's been really fun to try different tea every single day. I'm a little bit behind. I'm only on day 12 and I think it's like the 17th of December today. So let's see. Today's tea is called Ginger Sun Spiced Herbal Tea Blend. And the ingredients are in German, but if I can decipher it right, it's ginger, lemongrass, orange, cinnamon, cardamom, rose, sunflower something. So yeah, that sounds really good and Christmassy, so I'm gonna enjoy a cup of this in my Christmas mug. Okay, so I got all of our wrapping paper and stuff out, and just different things to wrap the gifts with. Some of them are kind of weirdly shaped, so I have to figure that out or find boxes, but I have my Advent tea, which is, let's see, first sip, really good. And so yeah, like I said, in the city, I got most of the gifts that I still had on my list. This year, we're giving a lot of mugs and tea, so we stopped at the Christmas market and got some of this tea, which smells super good, just different Christmas teas. And then let's see, what else did we get? We have this for our nephew. We got this super cute wooden bicycle. It's a little bit big for him now, but we thought it was the perfect little gift when we saw it. And yeah, just a bunch of other little things that need to be wrapped. Something for Chris, but he's right there, so I'm not gonna show that. And let's see, what else? I did pop into H&M, but the H&M that we went to didn't have a maternity section. They didn't have any maternity clothes, but I did pick up one sweater because it was on sale for, I think, let's see how much, $15. So it's just a really oversized striped sweater. That's pretty much what I've been living in these days. It's just big sweaters and leggings because that is the most comfortable thing for me right now, especially I feel like I'm in a weird like in-between stage where my belly isn't really big, but I definitely can't fit into a lot of my regular clothes. So found that, and then yeah, I'm just gonna start wrapping and chat with you guys. I also have some little things to wrap with. I found these little paper snowflakes, which I thought would be pretty to put on some gifts, some pretty tissue paper. And then I also love to use like natural things to add to the gift to wrap with. And so I got this bag of dried orange slices. If you saw in last year's Christmas DIY, I made a dried orange garland with these, and I think these will be really pretty on the gifts. And if I want some like natural cedar or some pine. I think I'll just trim it off the back of the Christmas tree because I don't really want to go outside. So Chris and I keep things pretty simple when it comes to Christmas gifts. Most of these are for family, and for each other we decided this year we're gonna get each other one gift each, which is more than enough. I did a whole video last year talking about simplicity at Christmas and eliminating things that are stressful. You know, sometimes I feel like we feel so much pressure to get all of these perfect gifts and to get a million different gifts for one person, and sometimes that's just like, it's just too much and it's too stressful. And so just paring back and simplifying, yeah, it's something Chris and I have done for the past couple years when it comes to Christmas, and I kind of love it. It's less about the gifts and more about creating experiences and cozy moments and spending it with family. Also, I know Christmas might be a little bit different this year because of COVID and all of that. Luckily here in Switzerland we are able to actually spend it with our family. I think the max amount of people is 10 people. So our immediate family is able to get together on Christmas Eve, which is when we celebrate Christmas here. And so I feel really thankful for that, because I know lots of places you can't even meet with family. I know back in Canada where my parents are, you can only celebrate with people in your household. So that's a little bit, yeah, it's just different, and I'm sure it's difficult for a lot of people. So yeah, I'm definitely thinking about you guys, and I hope that you're doing well this Christmas season.
Good old acquaintance we forgot and never brought to mind. Should old acquaintance be forgot and old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet. For old lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet. For old lang syne.
Alright, so it's about an hour, actually I think it's more than an hour later, but I got some of the gifts wrapped. It's taking longer than I thought, but I got a good dent on the Christmas wrapping, and now my dough is ready. I punched it down and let it sit for another about 10 minutes. And now I'm gonna finish the bagel making process. It is already dark outside, as you can probably tell. I tried to light a candle to make it a little bit cozy, but by 5 or 5:30 here in Switzerland, it is pretty much dark. So we gotta just roll with it, deal with it. bagels are out of the oven. I have one here, it's still warm, and I just have some cream cheese on it. So I'm gonna enjoy this for my dinner. Maybe have another one, who knows. But yeah, this is where I'm gonna end the vlog, because pretty much for the rest of the evening I'm going to hang out on the couch and watch some Netflix. And this is probably the last video I will post till Christmas, so I wish you guys all a very Merry Christmas, and I hope that you guys are all having a great holiday season, even though yeah, it is a pretty different time. I'm thinking about you guys all, and I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.